I want you to think about this. Sean Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane and so he could level up Beyonce, who was struggling.
What would it take for Jay-Z to go down like Diddy did?
I don't know, but I got an idea that Evan Rogers is going to help me figure that out.
Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested after being indicted by a grand jury in New York. That's according to the New York Times, also according to TMZ.
So now he was like, it's power, see? I can make a man, he said, if I can make a man suck my, I can make people do anything. But the Carters is some freak out. And the Beyonce, high on the cocaine.
What happens here is that the federal government started a case with him. Apparently the search warrant that had his houses in Miami and LA was pre-planned already. They knew they were going to do that. So they have a much bigger case. They're going to be talking to a lot of people about certain criminal acts that he might have committed and then go from there.
And what about the videos?
Well, they're going to sift through those videos. They're going to look at them and then see if there's any criminality on those videos, and then they'll go from there.
The house of cards might fall for Diddy right now.
It's not looking that great. Right now, I know that he has higher-powered attorneys, and with all these allegations that are coming out against him and against other people, a lot of people are starting to be very nervous about what's going on.
Jaguar Wright is once again making waves in the entertainment world, this time with explosive claims aimed at some of the biggest names in the industry. Her latest targets, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and her frequent subject of criticism, Sean Diddy Combs. According to Jaguar, the power couple is allegedly covering up for Diddy's questionable behavior, presenting a classic case of high-profile figures protecting their own. Wright has hinted at the existence of leaked footage from Diddy's infamous parties that reveal a far darker side to these events than the wild rumors that have circulated for years. These gatherings, long known for their extravagance and celebrity guest lists, are now said to involve far more sinister activities. The buzz surrounding Diddy has only intensified as legal investigations into his conduct gained traction. While 2023 seemed poised to be a triumphant year for the music mogul, with high-profile appearances such as a performance at the MTV VMAs, the release of a new R&B album, and talks of acquiring Bet, his success took a sharp downturn. He found himself embroiled in several lawsuits accusing him of sexual assault (SAE) and human trafficking (HT). These serious allegations have cast a long shadow over what was shaping up to be a stellar year for the entertainment icon. Most recently, reports emerged that federal law enforcement raided some of Diddy's properties as part of an ongoing investigation. A source from the law enforcement community confirmed that the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York is leading the probe, with the Department of Homeland Security's Transnational Organized Crime Division handling the HT focus of the investigation. This federal investigation follows several lawsuits filed against Diddy in New York, one of which entered federal court in December 2022. These lawsuits accuse Diddy of sexual misconduct, and while he has vehemently denied all the allegations, the legal challenges continue to mount, and the controversy surrounding him shows no signs of dissipating. As the legal battles grow more intense, more voices from Diddy's past have come forward. His ex-girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez, has recently made statements that, while indirect, seem to reference their relationship, further fueling the rumors swirling around Diddy's private life. However, one of the most high-profile accusations came from pop singer Cassie, who was in a tumultuous relationship with Diddy for over a decade. Cassie recently settled a major lawsuit against Diddy, in which she accused him of years of emotional and physical abuse. Though the terms of the settlement remain confidential, Cassie has expressed relief at the outcome, thanking her family, legal team, and supporters for their unwavering support. Diddy, for his part, has maintained his innocence throughout these legal proceedings. His lawyer, Ben Bruffman, was quick to clarify that the settlement with Cassie was not an admission of guilt, emphasizing that the music mogul wanted to put the case behind him. Diddy himself issued a public statement wishing Cassie well, striking a tone of civility in what has otherwise been a highly charged situation. Despite this, the allegations from Cassie are deeply troubling and paint a far different picture of Diddy than the public image he has carefully curated over the years. Cassie's lawsuit was particularly shocking due to the severity of the allegations she made. According to her claims, Diddy forced her into disturbing situations over the course of their relationship, including coercing her into engaging in sexual acts with male employees while he watched and recorded the encounters. These accusations paint a grim picture of prolonged and systematic abuse, revealing a darker side to Diddy's personal life that starkly contrasts his public persona as a savvy businessman and entertainment mogul. One of the most alarming revelations in Cassie's lawsuit involved her relationship with rapper Kid Cudi. Cassie alleged that Diddy became intensely jealous when she began dating Cudi, to the point of making violent threats. According to the lawsuit, Diddy told Cassie that he would blow up Cudi's car, and disturbingly, Cudi's car did, in fact, explode shortly afterward. This incident has raised serious questions about the extent of Diddy's control and influence within his personal relationships, and has led to further scrutiny of his behavior. This isn't the first time Diddy's romantic relationships have been linked to troubling incidents. In the late 1990s, his high-profile relationship with Jennifer Lopez was marked by controversy, including a nightclub shooting that Diddy was involved in, although he was ultimately acquitted of the charges. Nonetheless, these recurring patterns of violence and turmoil in his relationships have added to the growing unease about his private life. As the legal battles and investigations continue, Diddy's personal and professional legacy hangs in the balance. The entertainment mogul, who has been a dominant force in the music industry for decades, now faces a future fraught with uncertainty. The outcome of the ongoing federal investigation, along with the mounting lawsuits, could have a profound impact on his career, reputation, and legacy, with figures from his past, such as Jennifer Lopez and Cassie, speaking out and the revelations from Jaguar Wright gaining attention. The world is watching closely to see what comes next for Sean Diddy Combs. The relationship between Jennifer Lopez and Sean Diddy Combs was one of the most high-profile romances of the late 1990s and early 2000s, captivating the public and media alike. However, behind the glitz and glamour, their relationship was fraught with legal drama, emotional turmoil, and complex entanglements. One of the most infamous moments in their brief time together was a legal incident in 1999 that cast a shadow over both their lives and careers.it fit into a larger narrative of control and manipulation that had allegedly plagued many of his romantic relationships, including his time with Lopez. Diddy's need for control and his erratic. In December 1999, Lopez and Diddy were arrested following a triple shooting at a Manhattan nightclub. While Lopez was briefly charged with firearm possession, those charges were swiftly dropped when it became clear she had no involvement in the violence. This incident, however, hinted at a darker side to Diddy's life, one that went beyond the lavish lifestyle and charismatic persona he presented to the world. It was a glimpse into the chaotic and often dangerous environment that surrounded him at the height of his fame. The incident also laid bare some of the controlling and manipulative tendencies that Diddy allegedly exhibited. Years later, in a lawsuit filed by his former partner Cassie, she described how Diddy would make her carry a purse, a way of asserting dominance over her. While seemingly a small detail, behavior often spilled into his personal life, creating tensions and instability in his relationships. Despite the turbulence, Diddy and Lopez's relationship remained a focal point in pop culture. One of their most unforgettable moments came when they attended the 2000 Grammy Awards together. Though Diddy was by her side, it was Lopez who stole the show in her now iconic green versus dress. The daring silk chiffon gown, with its plunging neckline and sheer fabric, became a global sensation and made history as one of the most famous red carpet looks of all time. The dress became so iconic that it directly inspired the creation of Google image search. In a 2015 essay, former Google CEO Eric Schmidt recalled how the overwhelming demand for images of Lopez in the dress led the company to develop the now ubiquitous search function. Diddy himself reflected on the moment in an interview with Entertainment Tonight, acknowledging that while he knew the dress would make waves, he had no idea it would have such a lasting impact on both fashion and technology. This moment underscores how celebrity culture can influence not just the entertainment industry, but also technology and broader culture in ways that are often unexpected. Looking back, the relationship between Lopez and Diddy left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. Long before Lopez's high-profile relationships with Ben Affleck, Alex Rodriguez, and Mark Anthony, it was Diddy who played a pivotal role in her rise to stardom. Their romance blossomed during the production of Lopez's debut album On the Six, which helped establish her as a rising star in both music and film. At the time, Lopez was an emerging artist, while Diddy was already a well-established name in the music world, making their pairing both intriguing and highly publicized. Though their relationship lasted just over a year, the media frenzy surrounding them was unprecedented. Every move they made was scrutinized by the press, and their relationship became one of the most talked about celebrity romances of the time. Despite the intense public interest, their relationship was fraught with issues, including rumors of infidelity and the constant pressure of being in the spotlight. These factors, combined with Diddy's own personal issues, made it difficult for their relationship to survive. One of the key factors in their eventual breakup was Diddy's ongoing entanglement with Kim Porter, with whom he had a long and complicated on-again, off-again relationship. In interviews, Diddy later admitted that part of his motivation for dating Lopez was to make Porter jealous, hoping to reignite their relationship. This manipulation added fuel to the already unstable dynamic between him and Lopez, making their relationship even more fraught with tension. Behind the scenes, Diddy's behavior became increasingly erratic. Reports surfaced that he would call Porter up to 56 times a day. Even while publicly dating Lopez, this divided attention and emotional manipulation created a volatile environment that made it impossible for Lopez and Diddy to sustain a healthy relationship. The emotional strain of dealing with Diddy's erratic behavior, combined with the pressures of fame, eventually became too much for Lopez to bear. Lopez has since spoken openly about the emotional toll their relationship took on her. In interviews, she described feeling overwhelmed during their time together, saying she was totally crying crazy and going nuts. Although she never had concrete proof of Diddy's infidelities, her intuition told her that something was off. In a 2003 interview with Vibe magazine, Lopez said, "I never caught him, but I just knew her suspicions were amplified by Diddy's hard partying lifestyle. His late nights at clubs, and his frequent socializing with other women, all of which deepened her doubts about the future of their relationship." The breaking point came in December 1999, after the nightclub shooting. While Lopez was quickly released from police custody after it was determined she had no involvement, Diddy faced far more serious legal consequences. He was charged with bribery and possession of illegal weapons, and the case dragged on for months. Although he was ultimately acquitted of all charges, the damage to his relationship with Lopez had already been done. The constant legal drama, combined with the emotional strain of their tumultuous relationship, proved too much for Lopez to handle. In the end, their breakup seemed inevitable. The emotional strain of their relationship, combined with the legal troubles and Diddy's complicated personal life, made it impossible for them to continue together. While their romance was brief, it left a lasting impact on both of their lives and on the entertainment industry as a whole. From the infamous Versace dress to the nightclub scandal, the relationship between Jennifer Lopez and Sean Diddy Combs remains one of the most memorable celebrity pairings of the late 1990s and early 2000s, forever etched in the annals of pop culture history. In the late 1990s, Jennifer Lopez and Sean Diddy Combs were two of the entertainment industry's most prominent figures, forming a power couple that fascinated fans and the media alike. Their relationship was more than just a glamorous romance. It was a reflection of the emotional toll that Diddy's complex personal life and public persona took on those around him. For Jennifer, this chapter in her life was shaped not only by Diddy's behavior, but also by intense media scrutiny they both endured, a pressure that weighed heavily on their relationship. At the time, Diddy was still involved with model Kim Porter, the mother of his children, yet he often spoke of his immediate connection with Jennifer, describing their first meeting as love at first sight. Diddy's feelings were evident as the couple frequently appeared on red carpets, displaying a sense of affection and chemistry that only heightened public fascination. Despite the glamour, the undercurrents of instability were ever present, particularly due to Diddy's ongoing connection with Porter. Kim Porter, though largely silent during this period, added a layer of complexity to the situation. Her lack of public response to Diddy's efforts to win her back left an open wound in his personal life, complicating his relationship with Jennifer. The relationship between Jennifer and Diddy was tested by a series of tumultuous events that showcased the intensity of their connection, but also its fragility. The most infamous of these was the 1999 nightclub shooting, a turning point that left a lasting mark on both their personal lives and their careers. On the night of the shooting, Jennifer and Diddy had planned to attend a party at a high-profile New York City nightclub. They arrived separately, bypassing security checks and heading straight to the VIP section, eager to avoid the crowd. What began as a glamorous evening took a dramatic and dangerous turn when a confrontation erupted at the bar. Reports from the New York Daily News detailed how Diddy got into an argument with another clubgoer who taunted him about his wealth. In response, Diddy began throwing cash in an effort to assert his dominance, escalating the tension. Security attempted to intervene, but the situation quickly spiraled out of control, and shots were fired amidst the chaos. The scene was chaotic and terrifying. Multiple people were injured in the crossfire, including a woman who was struck in the face and two other bystanders who sustained gunshot wounds to their shoulders. Eyewitnesses claimed that Diddy and a member of his entourage were seen brandishing weapons as the violence erupted. In the midst of the pandemonium, Jennifer and Diddy fled the scene, holding hands tightly as they made a hasty exit. However, their escape was short-lived. Just moments later, police pulled over their vehicle, a Mercedes, and during a search of the car, officers discovered a 9mm handgun near Jennifer's feet. This discovery plunged the couple into legal trouble. Both were arrested and charged with firearm possession, a serious offense that threatened to not only derail their careers, but also destroy their personal lives. The media frenzy that followed was relentless, with their every move scrutinized by reporters and fans alike. For Jennifer, the arrest was particularly distressing. She was visibly shaken, spending 14 hours handcuffed to a bench at the police station. Overwhelmed by the situation, she cried openly, a rare glimpse into the emotional toll this event took on her. Ultimately, Jennifer was released due to insufficient evidence linking her to the firearm, although rumors circulated that her release may have involved cooperation with authorities or the posting of bail. The legal ordeal was brief for her. Still, the damage had been done, and the public perception of her was forever altered by the incident. For Diddy, however, the legal consequences were far more severe. He spent several days in custody, and it wasn't until 2001 that he was fully cleared of all charges related to the shooting. Part of the resolution involved a $1.8 million settlement paid to the victims of the incident. During the trial, prosecutor Matthew Bogdanos laid out a detailed account of the night's events before the Manhattan Supreme Court jury. According to Bogdanos, the argument involving Diddy's wealth had spiraled into a dangerous altercation. Shine Arrow pulled out a semi-automatic weapon and opened fire, accidentally injuring 3 bystanders. Years later, Jennifer reflected on the nightclub shooting in an interview with Rolling Stone. She described the incident as an unfortunate situation, one in which she and Diddy had found themselves in the wrong place at the wrong time. She acknowledged that it had been a bad situation that left a lasting impact on both her relationship with Diddy and her burgeoning career. For Jennifer, who was just beginning to gain recognition, with people scrambling for money as tempers flared. Amidst the chaos, Diddy's protégé, Jamal S. the Jenny from the Block artist, the shooting marked a pivotal moment in her life. While the legal troubles surrounding the nightclub incident undoubtedly played a role in the eventual dissolution of their relationship, they were not the only factors. The pressures of fame, Diddy's unresolved personal issues, and their own emotional challenges all contributed to the relationship's downfall. Their romance, while passionate, lacked the commitment and maturity necessary to endure the challenges they faced. As the couple navigated the turbulent waters of fame, the cracks in their relationship began to show, ultimately leading to their breakup. In the years following their split, Diddy openly acknowledged the challenges he and Jennifer faced during their time together. He described their time together as a rough year but expressed his genuine wish for Jennifer to find happiness. For Jennifer, the relationship with Diddy became another chapter in her highly publicized romantic history, a period marked by both emotional upheaval and personal growth. Ultimately, Jennifer and Diddy's relationship left an indelible mark on pop culture, particularly during the late 90s and early 2000s. Though their romance was brief, it was significant, illustrating the fragility of even the most high-profile relationships when faced with public scrutiny and personal turmoil. In many ways, it helped shape both Jennifer's future relationships and her career trajectory as she continued to navigate the complexities of fame in the years that followed. Jennifer Lopez and Diddy's relationship represented a highly publicized and tumultuous chapter in both their lives. At the time, Diddy was already a well-established figure in the music industry, which added to the intensity of their high-profile relationship. However, the combination of public scrutiny, their personal struggles, and Diddy's extravagant lifestyle led to an inevitable breakdown. The defining moment came after the infamous nightclub shooting incident in 1999, which resulted in their subsequent arrests. This legal drama marked the beginning of the end for their relationship, but Jennifer has been candid in interviews about how deeper issues were already at play long before that night. Jennifer has emphasized that it wasn't just the legal troubles that drove them apart. Their relationship had underlying problems that became more apparent over time, especially under the relentless pressure of media attention. These incompatibilities, which may have initially been overlooked, eventually became impossible to ignore. Reflecting on their time together, Jennifer later described their relationship as not being the right fit for her. She explained that their breakup wasn't a sudden, dramatic split, but rather a gradual realization that they were not meant to be together. Part of this clarity came from Jennifer's growing suspicions of Diddy's infidelity. In a 2003 interview with Vibe, she revealed that while she never actually caught him cheating, she often felt a strong sense that he was being unfaithful. She recounted nights where she would stay up late, waiting for him to return from clubs where he promised to spend only a few hours. This marked Jennifer's first real experience with infidelity, a painful theme that would unfortunately repeat itself in her later relationships. In 2016, her relationship with Casper Smart reportedly ended due to his unfaithfulness. Her marriage to Mark Anthony, which ended in 2011, also faced rumors of infidelity, though Anthony strongly denied those claims in an interview with ABC News. Diddy's high-profile lifestyle, filled with lavish parties and late-night club appearances, only fueled speculation about his personal life and relationships. His time with Jennifer Lopez was no exception, with many assuming that his infidelity played a significant role in their breakup. Diddy's romantic history also includes a long and complex relationship with model Kim Porter, which spanned the 1990s and early 2000s. Diddy and Kim had their first child, Christian, in 1998, but their relationship faced a major setback when, in 2006, Kim discovered that Diddy was expecting a child with another woman, Sarah Chapman, while Kim was pregnant with their twin daughters, Delilah Starr and Jessie James. This revelation was the final blow to their relationship, leading to their split in July 2007. Kim was reportedly deeply hurt by this betrayal, and it took a lasting emotional toll on her. The tragedy surrounding Kim Porter's untimely death in 2018 added another layer of complexity to Diddy's personal life. Official reports attributed her death to pneumonia, but doubts and suspicions have persisted, especially among those who were close to her. Kimora Lee Simmons, a close friend of Porter's, has been particularly vocal, calling for a reopening of the investigation into her death. Simmons, who was one of the first to arrive at Porter's home after she passed away, was visibly grief-stricken, with photos capturing her devastation. She has repeatedly expressed her belief that the full truth behind Kim's death has not yet been revealed, raising ongoing questions about the circumstances surrounding Porter's passing. The controversy surrounding Kim Porter's death has cast a shadow over Diddy's public and professional relationships. The unanswered questions and emotional toll on those who knew Porter have fueled media speculation and public intrigue, casting doubt on the official narrative of her death. Diddy, whose personal life has often been marked by high-profile relationships and controversies, now finds his legacy intertwined with these unresolved issues. While his influence in the music industry is undeniable, the tragedies and scandals in his personal life have become a significant part of his public image. Further complicating the situation, the sudden death of the deputy coroner, who initially investigated Kim Porter's passing, has deepened public suspicion. Reports suggest that this coroner had discovered a potentially harmful toxin during the preliminary investigation, leading many to believe that further scrutiny was necessary. However, the coroner was quickly replaced, and his successor concluded that Porter's death was due to pneumonia, with no mention of the toxins. This discrepancy between the two findings has fueled widespread speculation about potential external pressures or influences on the investigation's outcome. This troubling scenario has rippled through the music industry, with figures like 50 Cent initially responding to the allegations and suspicions surrounding Diddy in a seemingly dismissive or humorous manner. However, as the allegations have grown in severity and visibility, the reaction within the hip-hop community has shifted. What began as casual commentary has evolved into more serious discussions about the underlying issues of toxic masculinity, misogyny, and the culture of silence around abuse and misconduct within the industry.